What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another Dragon Blaze video. Had to do a little retake because my recorder was actually acting kind of funny. But we're here to get the new heroes out. There's tons of new events. Obviously, it's gonna say that I haven't got on and played today, but I have. Since it's a merger, it kind of messes up everything. So we're just gonna collect real quick all of my rewards that I have. But new events, new hero. I cannot wait to see if we can obtain her or not, and to see if we can actually help everybody get her. That's a lot of rubies. That's a lot. That's over 3K. That's over 3 million. And they do stuff like this here. So this is what you want to pay attention to. This is the time to get what you need. So you can get lots of rubies. You can get lots of summons. You can get lots of magnifying glasses, hidden pages, goddess memories, and stuff like that. I'm actually going to get summons and rubies. That's kind of where you want to live. New heroes out, so you want to be able to get lots of summons. Obviously, the rates are always going to be up. So it's very, very important that if you haven't already did everything yet, then hopefully you made the right choices, because you get tons of rubies. I mean, I just spent like, I don't know, almost, I think I spent like 5 million, maybe a little bit more on Odin. So I got like 70-ish cards with him, maybe just a little bit more. We'll see about that here in a second. But we're gonna go ahead and jump right in it. Before we do that, we're gonna go to your World Boss Challenge events and make sure you're fighting your world bosses. There's lots of good rewards here actually. Goddess memories, treasure cards, prime summons, just with all kind of good stuff. And then we have the mining capture event. I will be doing a video about this tomorrow. I was going to do one about that today, but since the new heroes out, that's kind of like more important. So we're gonna do one about that. But stay tuned for that one, because they changed up everything because of the merge and stuff. Your special attendance, your puzzle event, and then your Katarina raid. So make sure you do that. This is where you can get her gear, like the purple gear and stuff like that, through your raids. It will take a long time for you to get your tickets, so make sure you do it as soon as possible. You probably wait like a day or two. They do take a long time to get the tickets back, because you get a lot of good armors and stuff like that. Like, I'm missing the purple orb. That's really what I'm missing, and I'll be kind of set. So I'm hoping to get that within the next couple of days. I won't be able to get on tomorrow and do it because my tickets won't be fully recharged yet. But anyways, let's get to the hero. I can do everything else later. So Odin, I have 117 hero cards and 20 treasure cards, which is the most out of all of my heroes that I've ever gotten. So he's going to be one strong person when I eventually increase my heroes. But anyways, so this is the new hero right here. This is a dual wielder, which has been waiting on, and we're going to try to see if we can take her down. Now, I know lots of people have been having a hard time, wondering how to get all the fourth impacts. I've made videos about that to show you how you obtain them. But if your heroes aren't really that strong, then, it's not really going to matter too much. So this is the team I'm going to use. I usually use my rogue, but I'm going to use my archer this time, just because she's a lot more stronger. And then obviously I got to use a good old meta, because if my team dies, she'll revive everybody back, to allow me to go ahead and get a fresh retry, and just to see if we can take this person down. So I want to skip through the story. I really don't care about this the story when it comes to like how they got here and stuff like that, because her story is going to be on the Path of the Force. I will read her story there, because it's actually more important to read it there than here. So yeah, okay, I took her down really fast. It took like a second, 2 seconds most, to go ahead and just take her out. So that's nice. Now, don't get discouraged if you see my team do that. It's just, again, you'll have to get stronger heroes. But yeah, that was that wasn't even a challenge almost. So what we're gonna do now is we are going to make her, but before we do that, we have to go to the Manage Infinity. And this is what I mean by your artifacts and stuff like that that you get. Make sure you're saving them. Make sure you're getting a bunch each week, as much as you can, because I wouldn't be able to make heroes so quickly, really, if it wasn't for that. Of course, I can just open up packs, obviously, but we're going to do that to give her more power. I don't really want to, I don't mind spending these because I usually don't spend very much. But we're going to go ahead and make it. We got the token. We got the 10 blue souls, and then we got the 4 cards to make her plus a token. So we're going to go ahead and make her. There we are. And we're also going to talk about her. So obviously, whenever I make a new hero that comes out, I always go ahead and break them down, just like the investment series, which we'll continue that probably the Thursday or Friday, depends. But if not, then Saturday. But I always talk about the heroes that we get just to kind of go ahead and get them out of the way. So Warrior, she's a DPS, dual wielder, physical. Special content, obviously, is Gungnir and Guild Adventure. And we're going to go to her skills, and we're going to see what she does. But before that, we're going to go to preview skill, because I like to see what her preview skills and stuff is, and then obviously her star power. Her star power, we'll get to that, all that good stuff. But it's important that we break it down. So let's see if she's worth it. Even though she's 4th impact, you're going to play her. I mean, we need more 4th impacts. But it says attack one enemy and deal 2 times additional damage upon normal attack. Now that's actually pretty good, considering she's 4th impact and she's going to be really, really strong. So dealing 2 times damage is actually not bad. It would be better if she could hit multiple people, but we can't make the heroes super broken. We already got ones that are already kind of broken to begin with, so that's still not bad. Her first ability, it says inflicts 12,375% skill damage on one enemy, cooldown 24.5 seconds. Now that's actually quite a bit. Usually your ultimates would deal you the most damage, but as we saw from the last archer that I did, by far tons of damage. So we're going to see why the cooldown is so high, but that is a lot of damage. And we have two specialties here. The first specialty, it says inflict 4,455% additional normal damage on one enemy, which is not bad. Simple fact that I'm already dealing almost 14k for just the first one. That's not too bad. And then the second one is Blood Flame Sword, activate on self. We're going to see what that is, and that's the next line. Blood Flame Sword activates effect 1. Increase normal attack by 4,350% and additional boss damage by 2,178%. 10th phase, 5 stacks. So let's stop there for a second. The fact that it is a 10th phase buff. Now, if you understand how buffs work when it comes to this game, if there isn't a debuff that matches your current buff's phase, like this one's 10th phase. So if you don't have like a 10th phase buff, then it's not going to take it off. And the fact that it stacks 5 times, that's pretty critical. She's going to deal a butt ton of damage for sure. And then the effect 2, it says inflicts times 2 additional skill damage with critical hits. So let's keep that in mind, with critical. So you're already dealing 2 times additional skill damage, and it's going to also allow you to do it with critical hits. So when you're critical hitting, it's going to try to do like the max cap of damage in most cases. So the fact that you can still do the first part with critical, that's a big deal. That's a real big deal. And then her second ability is inflicts 13,200% skill damage on one enemy, cooldown 29.6 seconds. So this character is going to hit hard immediately, and then their cooldowns are pretty high because of their next abilities, and she has quite a bit. She has 2 specialty abilities and 2 Blood Flame Sword reinforced abilities. So we're going to start with the specialties here, and it says inflicts 4,620% normal attack damage on one enemy, which is okay. Specialty 2, cast Blood Flame Sword reinforce on yourself. And now what that is, so the first effect 1 of that, says increase STR, which is your main stat, by 1,188% and additional boss damage by 2,376%, 10th phase, 5 stacks. So the way that they designed her is, it's going to be hard to take her out of her buffs. they're not playing. So if anything that's not 10 or higher, she's going to continue to literally just bust through everything if you have her built correctly. And then her second one, it says inflicts 3 times additional skill damage upon critical hits. So just like the last one where it says it works with also critical hits, this one is going to allow you to deal even more damage upon hitting your critical. So yeah, she's going to hit like a truck once you invest into her. And I highly recommend you definitely investing. Obviously, everybody's going to make her. I mean, she's part of the fourth impact. We're only missing now our mage, and our warrior because we have the other ones. And then last but not least is our ultimate. Upon charging 100% signature energy, specialty 2, it says inflicts 19,800% additional normal attack damage on one enemy, which is a lot. I mean, that's probably going to wreck just about anything she hits almost, but we're not done. Specialty 3, it says increase your STR by 5,940%, and it says additional boss damage by 11,880%, and additional random damage by the same percentage I just said. 10th phase, 5 stacks, only for Gunganir though. So thankfully, because that would be some busted stuff there. So basically her last one is going to help you, because your STR is your main stat, and then the additional boss damage is going to be helpful, and then the other one is basically for Gunganir. So what I think about her, she's quite powerful, and that's just that. Like we're still going to go in and look, because sometimes they actually hide stuff from us. So we're going to make sure we covered everything. Because, let's see, Black Flame Sword times 3 upon critical hits. Re-effect inflicts. Okay, yeah. So there's another one here. I don't think the effect 2 was on there. I mean, effect 3 is not on there. So Blood Flame Sword Reinforced effect 3 says inflicts 3 times additional normal attack damage upon critical hits. So, yeah. You want to be able to crit with her as much as possible. I think your jewels will allow you to get a lot of crit if you get lucky and roll into them. So you definitely want to have her critting a lot. But that's going to apply for all your dual wielders, by the way. Your jewels followed by each class that you go by. And then there's so yeah, here's another one for her ultimate. Blood Flame Sword Reinforced effect 3. It says inflicts 14,850% additional skill damage on one enemy when attacking enemies. Didn't see that. That's actually really impressive. So overall, she's quite powerful. Now let's go to her passives. So it says personal passive. It says increased normal attack by 4,455%, physical attack by the same percentage I just said, and then STR by 1,188%. So that's quite impressive. It's going to allow you to make her stronger and to take down anything you're basically fighting, as long as she has that power. There's a lot that comes into it, not just from your characters and what I'm explaining to you. You have to kind of invest into them and get what they need. But then we go to the second personal passive. It says Blood Flame Sword, activate, reinforce, release effect cast on self. Will not be removed by Cerberus. Keep in mind, Cerberus does remove buffs. That ain't going to fly with this hero. And it says specialty that says inflicts 9,900% additional skill damage on additional normal attacks damage on one enemy upon normal attacks, only for Gunganir. So it's only going to work for your world boss, unfortunately. But this passive gives you a little bit of everything, so that's worth knowing. And it says Blood of Revenge. This is your class passive. It says Allied Dual Wielder Aura. Ally Aura. It says increase normal attack by 1,782%. Melee attack by the same percentage I just said. And additional boss damage by 891%. Guild Adventure Gunganir exclusive. So that's only specifically for those contents there. That's still good because you still have to fight your guild boss, your guild adventure and stuff like that. You still can fight all kind of stuff, and then they'll help you. And then obviously you got one for your world boss. And then it says ally rogue aura, increased normal attack by 1,782%, melee attack by the same percentage I just said, and physical attack by the same percentage I also just said, so I'm not keep repeating it. Guild Adventure, and then Gungnir exclusive. And then your last one is your ally archer aura, and this is also exclusive. It says increased normal attack by 1,782%, ranged attack by that same percentage as well I just said, and then additional random damage by 891%. So lots of cool exclusives and stuff like that. Kind of dumbing the brokenness down. I respect it because we don't want her to be too broken. And then it says difference I, and it says passive 1 Gungnir passive, personal passive, increased melee attack by 8,910%, physical attack by that same percentage I just said, and then additional boss damage by 4,455%, which is not bad. So basically, whenever you're doing a guild adventure and your boss is with her, she's gonna clap. She's gonna hurt. Personal passive 2, it says increase STR by 2,370%, single attack by 8,910%, and additional random damage by 4,455%, which is quite good. Not too much explaining there. It's just simple stat boosting and stuff like that, but still going to be good. Then it says enemy aura. It says increases receive melee damage by 891% and receive single damage by the same percentage, which is very nice. Now that says enemy aura, so if you're fighting enemy bosses, enemy mobs, anything of that nature, this is going to apply. It doesn't have to, it's not an exclusive, so you're going to get to take advantage of that. And then it says type 2, your guild venture, you know, your Gungnir passive, all that good stuff. Effect 1 increases STR by 2,376%, and additional boss damage by 4,455%. Then your personal 2 is increased physical attack by 8,910%, melee attack by the same percentage I just said, and single attack for the same percentage as well. So she's pretty good. I mean, she's going to hurt quite a bit. And then ally aura, increased normal attack by 1,782%, physical attack by that same percentage I just said, and additional boss damage by 891%. So that's quite powerful. And then you look at the third impacts. And then obviously, I haven't enchanted her yet, so none of these effects are going to matter right now up here. But her pride ability, which is infinity passive, personal passive, increased normal attack by 627%. Specialty 1 inflicts 2,145% additional normal damage on one enemy upon normal attacks. Specialty 2 inflicts 8,250% additional normal damage on one enemy upon normal attacks, only for Gungnir. So overall, what I think about her, she's gonna hurt. She powers up quite a bit fighting Gungnir and Guild Adventure, but overall, she's gonna do a lot of work. And don't forget about star power. When I level her up, we'll figure out what she got. But yeah, overall, she's going to be a powerful hero. And I'm not going to use her probably for a little bit. We're currently wrapping the video up right now because I'm already like 3 minutes over. But I normally don't use my new heroes until like the end of the month. So I'm going to start using Odin because I'm going to go ahead and probably power him up. But overall, she's good. Actually, hold on one second. I gotta pledge her. I gotta real quick and give her some power. And then I'm still trying to figure out about the third one. Once I level them up high enough, we'll figure out if we can pledge another. I haven't gotten that far. But she's a level 11. Really not. That's not her true level. But give her a little bit of power. But anyways, guys, I hope you liked the video. I'm going to accept this stuff real quick because I'm not really going to be doing this again. Tomorrow it'll be up. And then I'll be able to do everything, and then it'll reset again. I kind of figured out how this stuff works, so I'm not even really going to even worry about trying to do stuff again unless I want to do it tomorrow. We'll open up packs probably today. But anyways, I hope you liked the video, guys. I got the new hero. Didn't seem pretty hard. Hopefully it's not too hard for you. Let me know in the comments below if you're having troubles, because I've made 3 or 4 videos about how to obtain the other ones. I just kind of did it different this time. But until next time, I will see you for the next one.